Peace, man. It's your boy, Oh God, in the Black. Hip hop news. Just want to do something quick. This is going to be called The Truth Behind Taxstone, getting locked up. There's been a lot of speculation, a lot of people putting out videos, you know, um, acting like they know what happened. You know what I mean? You've seen people saying that it wasn't, because of the Troy Ave incident. Well, we're going to just look at a few publications, here and see what the truth is with the Taxstone, you know, um, situation. So peace to the family. I turned off the chat um, because I ain't got time for the trolls right now. I just want to deliver this message, and keep it pushing. Shout out to Shaq Young. Shout out to all the family out there that ride with us, and to the haters. Fuck you with a 10-foot pole at the end of the day. But we periodically will be going live. I love to do it, to talk to y'all, to interact, and when stuff happens, what I mean. That's what we are gonna do. So there's a few publications. The first one I'm gonna look at is close the door all the way. The first one I'm gonna look at is Hip Hop DX, and it says Taxstone arrested in connection to Troy Ave, Irving Plaza shooting. So we can go there first. If you're trying to get to the bottom of exactly what happened with this thing, with Taxstone, being arrested. Since there's a lot of rumors, a lot of people, saying a lot of things. So let's just get to the bottom of it. Look at a few publications. Peace to y'all. I didn't forget about the people. As far as your entries, matter of fact, I'm gonna post 2 today. I promise you, it's a lot of news stories to cover that I've been looking at. So I'm on it. But I do want to get a few people, maybe 1, maybe 2, stories up today. You know what I mean? Songs, I should say. And I got a brother from Boston. I forget his name, but the brother's fired. My brother in Atlanta, a Somalian rapper. I'm gonna get him up there. We gonna rock out. But let me share my screen for the fam, so y'all can see right here. This is gonna become by way of again, Hip Hop DX, and because you have people come on. I'm not gonna name no names, and say it wasn't in connection with the Troy Ave, Irving Plaza shooting. But here's an article here. Social media personality Taxstone was arrested on Monday, January 16th, in Brooklyn in connection with the Irving Plaza shooting incident that took place. Reports say this is NBC News. So I don't know what your boy was talking about. I don't know what he was talking about. The host of the popular Tax Season podcast was also sought by authorities on a federal warrant for gun possession, although it hasn't been confirmed if that search was also connected to the shooting. A joint law enforcement team made up of U.S. Marshals, New York and New Jersey Regional Fugitive Task Force, and NYPD arrested Taxstone, born Darrell Campbell, and took him in without incident. We all know during the concert, T.I. was headlining at New York's Irving Plaza in May 2016. A fight broke out backstage as one of the opening acts performed. 4 people were shot, including rapper Troy Ave and his bodyguard Ronald Banga McFadder, who was killed. Also, to a New York Daily News report from last year, McFadder's brother accused Taxstone of killing his sibling before the gun that Ave retrieved and used to fire. Ave was indicted last June on attempted murder charges to the shooting and posted a $500,000 bond. He claimed he acted in self-defense. Taxstone's legal team has yet to address the arrest in public. So, Carcino, my good brother, I'm afraid you had this one wrong. Now, nevertheless, and there's plenty more sources out there. NBC News. We can even check that source. Let's see if it pops up here. Right here. You have another source right here. You know what I mean? Which is NBC, New York. New York hip hop personality Taxstone arrested for allegedly involvement in the Irving Plaza shooting. So we see that. That's clear as day. But nevertheless, man, I wish the best for this brother, man. So y'all see right there. I won't have to do more. We can get numerous topics and sources on this this incident here. You know what I mean? Let me see what this video is. Right, you ain't gonna be able to hear it anyway because I got this microphone plugged in. But let me stop sharing the screen. Nevertheless, so it's been confirmed that Taxstone, is detained, arrested, for an involvement in the Troy Ave situation. Nobody knows what happened. We wasn't there, but he's being held, in connection, question. I haven't heard anything about a bond or anything being placed as of yet, but that'll probably come. I know in Pennsylvania you don't get a bail for murder charges. New Jersey is $1 million. I'm not sure about New York. Maybe y'all can help me in the comment section, after the video. But nevertheless, man, what I was going to say is being behind a wall. Now, I've never been to prison, but I did go to a jail, county lockup, and it's no feeling quite like being behind a wall, not being able to open the refrigerator, not being able to be around your loved ones, not being able to get in your car and just freedom. And we all know about the Constitution. I was just watching a beautiful documentary last night. I think it's the 14th Amendment. Once you're involved, once you're in jail, you know what I'm saying? You could pretty much be a slave again, to put it quite frankly, once you're convicted of a crime. So it's never a good place for our brothers. There's too many of our brothers. We only 6% of the population, black men, and represent over 55%, of the people, incarcerated. So it's never a good thing. See, my brother up here was a victim of some street shit. You know what I mean? So I never promote it. You know what I mean? That's why, the Chris Brown and Soulja Boy thing, if to follow suit, I think that'll slow a lot of these brothers down, man. But we know the streets is how the streets are. It's the wild, wild west. And it ain't really going to change until we get more economic opportunities in our community. It ain't really going to change. We could say, stop shooting. We could say, I had a brother on my other program the other night from Chicago. He's saying that the police and the feds is dropping off guns in the damn hood on trains. AR-15s, all kind of high power. Then supplying one rival gang with the heroin, one with the drugs. So you already know what it's going to be. You know what I mean? And the United States government has been notorious for doing stuff like this in third world countries. You even hear on this day, rest in peace to the great ancestor, Dr. Martin Luther King. Y'all got to look up a book called The Active State. Read the book called The Active State. And in that book, it's been proven that our United States government killed Martin Luther King. You're talking about a man who was about peace, that wanted to live around white folks, that wanted to have equality for everybody. They killed him. I know I'm going off somewhere else, but I'm just saying, so y'all gonna say, it was senseless, and yeah, we understand that. I don't promote it. It needs to be other ways that we need to handle our aggression at each other, definitely. But at the end of the day, it's going to continue because there are no our economic situation in this country is fucked up, and it was done systematically, man. We all know that. Now, brother said he wanted to debate me on the topic. I haven't heard from you via email. It's in the Black Radio at AOL.com. I'll be happy to debate you on that in a particular topic. You know what I mean? Anything to defend my people. You know what I mean? So we bring you the news and whatnot. You know what I mean? But we have a end game for all of this. You know what I mean? We have an end game. It ain't just to spread shit and no, it's an end game, and it'll be revealed soon enough. But yeah, I wish the best for the brother, all the brothers that's behind the wall. If it was up to me, let them all the fuck out. You know what I mean? But that's just what we're gonna rock it. This is in the Black Hip Hop News exclusive, just to clear some things up. I know you're hearing a lot of misinformation from a lot of sites, but I'm always the type of brother that come back and say, you know what, we was wrong here. Sometimes we might get a story and it may not be completely accurate, so we come back and we fix it. We ain't like the other people. You know what I'm saying? And I keep telling y'all that just because you seen it don't mean everybody's seen it. I keep telling y'all that you people in the United States of America, particularly on the East Coast, New York, yeah, we know y'all get shit. I'm in the same area. We seen shit. We got people in Norway. We got people, listeners in Norway, South Africa, Germany. They may not necessarily have seen this like you seen it. Might not be a YouTube junkie. So stop bitching. Stop bitching at the content, because I do plenty of news stories each and every day, and I never hear y'all say shit about that. A lot of times I'm one of the first cats on the internet to get these stories up and shit. It ain't all flashy like everybody else all the time, but it's the picture and you getting the message. And my sources are always 100% reliable. You know what I mean? How many times you see me come back with a story? Oh, this nigga was completely just wrong. Zero. And if I was, I would come back and say, no, update to the story. So all the other brothers that got this story out there that's saying it's not because of the Troy Ave shooting, this is just what we're looking at. These are sources we looked at 2. You should have 3. We looked at 2. I'm sure we can get 50 right now. So we're gonna wait to see how this shit develops. This is your brother, oh God, man. You already know what it is, man. We killing the game right now, and we getting our just due, and we fucking deserve it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So in the Black for Life, shout out to brother Soul of Mine. You already know what it is, man. We still killing this shit, man. And if y'all haven't already done it, In the Black Media 2 is our other page. You need to go fuck with that and check that shit out. Also, In the Black Media 2 and In the Black Media Reloaded for an alternative. No hip hop over there. Straight conscious shit. No hip hop. So that is what it is, man. How long we been on? There's plenty of y'all watching. I appreciate y'all. I had to turn it. We got fuck damn near 35,000 subscribers. So I have to turn off the I can't control the chat room and shit and the slander that's gonna come in. So when I get to a level when we start doing this some more, I'm gonna get some moderators, like 4 or 5 of y'all, to cut these niggas out the chat room. I can't do it by myself. I can't sit here and watch people in the chat room read stories, share the screen, do all this, watch the chat. I can't do all that, man. You know what I mean? So appreciate y'all out there, the people that continue to support us. We do our best to try to come up with the most accurate, up to date. Now, yeah, we want to be first, of course, but we pride ourselves on being first and accurate with our stories. Period. Yeah, we want to be first, but we want to be accurate with them too. So y'all can keep on hating. We're gonna keep on pushing. You know what I mean? And just a note, our site is covered by the Digital Millennium Act, which means that I am a news reporter. You know what I mean? And I'm using this for educational purposes. So this is covered under the Digital Millennium Act. You know what I mean? If you want to get funky with it. And we can go to court too. I'm prepared with any one of you guys. But anyway, man, we ain't gotta go that far. It's enough for everybody to eat in this industry, as y'all know. So salute to all the other brothers out there. I'm not into the culture vultures, the white dudes. I'm not saluting them. All the other brothers out there, Doc Hicks, Carcino. There's a couple other brothers out there. I can't remember them right now. That's doing the damn thing. That's good brothers. Support them brothers. I don't agree with Carcino and everything, but I do agree he's a brother, and I'm happy that he's able to make a living on YouTube. So peace to you, brother. Even though we had a little shit in the past, it is what it is. We still brothers, and I like a lot of your commentary. At the end of the day, I gotta be real. I ain't a hater. You know what I mean? Also, shout out to Doggy Diamonds. Good brother right there. I will be to Brooklyn so we can do this interview sometime real soon. So look for us, man. We be out in the streets, man, in the black media. You know, it's cold as shit now, but once that weather break, we'll be in the city near you. This your brother, oh God, man. I'm out, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I got mad shit to work on, so I'm gonna go right back in the lab and bring y'all more and more content. One more last thing before I go. I want to show y'all something because I want to make sure that y'all get, when we drop these videos, that y'all can see it first. So, as you can see, let me get real close. I'm watching myself. See that little bell right there? You want to make sure you fill in that bell. Fill in that bell so you can get the right next to the subscribe thing. Fill in that bell so you can make sure that you get our videos as soon as they come out like that. Watch them, share them, support. Man, I'm out of here, man. I'll see y'all in a few. Peace.